Today is the lecture 17 of basic electronics, photodiode and LED.
Welcome to our channel Classfly Community. So today we will deal with the one of the optical device, that is the photodiode. And photodiode is what? It converts light energy into electrical energy. So it works just the opposite of the LED. Okay, so introduction, it is a PN junction diode. It is simply a PN junction diode but in a reverse bias condition. Okay, it converts light energy into or to produce electrical current. Basically says that it converts the light energy into electrical energy. We also know that photodiode is also known as photodetector or light detector or photosensor. You can also give the name of photodiode as photodetector or a light detector or a photosensor. Now see the principle of the photodiode. There are semiconductor in which charge carriers, that is electron hole pairs, can be generated by falling light of suitable wavelength. Such semiconductors are known as photoconductors. Basically it says that we know that semiconductor is we know that whenever there is a conduction band and a valence band, at 0 volt it is insulator, but as we increase the temperature it starts becoming the semiconductor, and there is a very huge energy gap which is approximately 1 electron volt, right? So the semiconductor needs such a energy so that some electrons can get transferred to the conduction band. So it is saying that the semiconductor in which charge carriers can be generated by falling light. So the light would be fallen in the particular area to get a suitable wavelength, and with that suitable wavelength the charge carriers will be activated and it will work, and such semiconductor will work as a photoconductors. Okay, the phenomena of generation of charge carriers, that is the electron pairs and photoconductors, is known as photoconduction. So this phenomena, that is the photoconductors phenomena, that is charge carrier, that is the electron hole pair, which we will see next how it happens. Photoconductors is known as photoconduction. Now see the symbol of this photodiode. It is basically a simple PN junction diode with a two terminal positive and a negative, but the difference is that there is a light arrow given here which says that this is a photodiode. Okay, a photodiode is basically a special type of junction diode used for detecting optical signals. So it is used for what? It is used for detecting optical signal. And the speciality of this photodiode is it is a PN junction diode but reversed and made from a photosensitive material. It is made from a very photosensitive material and this PN junction will be reversed. So now let's move on and understand what is photoconductors and what is the phenomenon of photoconduction means, an electron hole pair also, that is a charge carriers. Now see, you can see this conduction band and a valence band here, and you can see that there is a very huge gap. Okay, and we denote this gap as Eg, and Eg is approximately equal to 1 electron volts. So at 0 volt it acts as an insulator, right? As we increase the temperature it starts becoming and acts like semiconductor. So at a temperature, when it gains that energy to change, some electrons move to the conduction band here, and in the valence band it leaves holes. So this generates the electron hole pair, right? This is basically what is called as charge carriers, and this is what is electron hole pair combination. Okay, now see, this is the PN junction, right? We know that this P type is the majority of the holes and the minority of the electrons. Here we denoted all the circles or the dots as the holes and all the cross as the electrons, and N type is the majority of the electrons and the minority of holes. So you can see this is the P type and the N type part. Now if we know that whenever this is the PN junction is created, how PN junction is created, let me tell you once more. So whenever there is a transfer of some holes to the PN side, so it will create a positive charge, and some electrons when moves to the that is the P side, it will generate negative charge which will generate a depletion here, right? And as I told that photodiode will be reverse biased, so the P side is connected with the negative side and the N side is connected with the positive side. The main disadvantages here is that the whatever the current is, it's very small and it is negligible, or you can say it is as a dark current. So we need to increase its current to obtain perfectly electrical energy, right? So how we will do? See, as the holes are positive and it is connected to the negative, so it will move this side, that is on the left side, and similarly on the other side, as it is connected to the positive and the electrons then will move this side, which will create the depletion layer will move apart. It will start moving apart, which will create this that the some electron hole pairs which are generated here will start moving apart and will start giving more and more electrical current. And whenever it will give this electrical current, it will come here and will generate this photodiode, right? So basically this is the working, and here there is a transparent glass at which this light energy is fall. Due to this, there is the electron hole pair generation which creates this part which starts separated and gets smaller and get bigger and bigger, and the P type and the N type get smaller and smaller, right? Which creates more and more electrical current which we want to get obtained. So basically what photodiode do? Photodiode is a PN junction diode, but in a reverse condition. Reverse condition means the P side will be connected to the negative side and the inside will be connected to the positive side, and the light will be falling in a transparent part which will create the electron ball, and a depletion layer will get thicker and thicker, and we will get more and more electrical current, and the dark current will getting less and less. So basically this is what photodiode is, and I hope all of you understood this optical device which converts light energy into electrical energy. Now we will study light emitting diode. See, light emitting diode is just the opposite of the photodiode which we recently done. So see, a light emitting diode is a two terminal PN junction. It is also PN junction, but it is in the forward bias condition, just opposite of photodiode, right? So which emits light when activated. So whenever it gets a flow of current, it will get activated. So when a suitable current is applied to the terminal, electrons are able to recombine electron hole within the device and releasing energy in the form of photons. This effect is called electroluminescence. So whenever it gets a suitable current at the terminal, then at that point of time electrons start getting recombining with the holes and it starts releasing energy in the form of photons. You can see this is a simple PN junction diode, and whenever there is the arrow, they specify that this is the LED. This is a small diagram how LED looks. This, the longer lead is the anode and this shorter one is the cathode. Okay, so now let's move on to the conduction band and the valence band, which we have already understood. Let's have a recall one more time that the conduction band and the valence band has a huge gap which we denoted by Eg and is approximately 1 electron volt. So whenever it gets a minimum of energy, the electrons get transmitted to the conduction band and it leaves holes here. So this is basically what we know, what is the carrier charges. Now see, this is the P type and this is the N type, and we know that the P type is the majority of the holes and the minority of the electrons. So the P type is moving this side because it is connected to the positive terminal, so positive charge repel each other, so it will start moving towards the depletion layer. And the N type is the majority of the electrons and minority of the holes which is connected to the negative side, so negative charge repel each other and it will start moving to this side, that is the depletion layer, and this will create this electron hole pair generation, and this starts and it will start giving the light energy whenever the current will flow, and this light energy is known as photon, which will be h mu, which is equal to the energy gap. So see, it consists of forward bias PN junction. It consists of PN junction which is forward biased. A resistant R is connected. Why this R is connected? Because if there will be over current flowing, that is more current will be flowing, then it can damage the LED. So to not to damage the LED, we have put a resistance here to limit the current through diode to protect it from damaging. When a forward bias voltage is applied across the junction, whenever a forward bias current is applied here, the bias voltage is applied here in the junction, while cross the junction and electron holes pair combine each other. Whenever there will be a voltage passing, there will be a combination of electron hole pair, that only is said here. And by changing the value of Eg, as I told, whatever will be generated, which will be h mu is equal to Eg, and if we change this value of Eg and also we change the impurity concentration, we can easily get the emitted light of different colors like red, green, yellow. So basically by changing the Eg, we can obtain those colors. And this is a full circuit of the LED with the PN junction, and it is connected with the positive part, and the N type is connected with the negative part with a resistor and with a key. So this is the full circuit. This is the overview of this PN junction, how does it works, and this is the carrier charge, how the how the electrons get transferred from the valence band to the conduction band. So basically what we studied today, we studied that photodiode converts light energy to electrical energy, and light emitting diode does the vice versa thing, that is it converts the electrical energy into light energy. In photodiode we have PN junction in a reverse bias condition, so there will be, and whereas in the light emitting diode we have the PN junction in a forward bias condition. So we very specific and have a very clarity on these two topics of the optical devices, and I hope all of you understood today's lecture. Till then, be happy and have a great day.
Now is the code time. It's not what we have in life, but who we have in our life that matters. I hope all of you understood today's lecture, and thank you for watching. Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live magazine videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at class-like community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.